you're just trying to hang on, for dear life and let's just make it through as fast as possible, you're going to get slung around all over the place. You're going to get beat up and you're not going to be very, very successful, in my opinion. Versus predicting where the market is going. Beautiful segue talking about cyber, David, taking all the cues that's going on in the world right now with Ukraine and Russian hacking and all of that kind of stuff, using that to pivot in your business. And one advantage that a lot of us have with our business is we can be speedboats and we're competing against Titanics. It's a lot harder for those guys and gals to move than it is for us individually. So that's the way I think about marketing. I think about content creation. And when it comes to content, why content, why social media, why should you build your personal brand? I do a lot of speaking in the insurance industry. I run an insurance agency. I'm an insurance agent first. All this other stuff is extra, but I do a lot of speaking in the insurance industry and I get some pushback, right? When we're talking about social media and content and that sort of thing. The number one excuse I get from agents as to why they don't have to do social media is something to the effect of, well, I work off referrals and I work in XYZ niche. That won't affect my business and my clients aren't there. No $2 million account has ever reached out to anybody on social media. Okay. And my answer to that is you're probably absolutely right. But here's the problem. When you pick up one of these clients, what do you think the first thing they're going to do after they talk to you is? David?
Well, they're going to go to LinkedIn and your website and everywhere else and see who you are. And by the way, for the person who said that you don't get people with $2 million accounts reaching out to you as a result of social media, I have proof in the pudding that says otherwise.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So they are Googling you. They are searching your name. They're going on LinkedIn. They're going on Facebook. They're going on Twitter. They're going on Instagram. Right. And for a while, we have been operating in a place where if someone is using you for a service and they search your name on LinkedIn and they don't see anything, your profile picture is gray, or they go on Twitter and your Twitter used to do the egg, whatever, right? There's nothing there. You have a really bad website. It didn't necessarily delegitimize you, but if you had all of that in place, it definitely legitimized you. Nobody ever looks at somebody's social content if they're doing it well and doing it right and thinks, oh, this guy's a crock. Well, no, heck, he or she just impressed you over here and they have the the online fingerprint to back it up, right? But we're getting to a place, in my opinion, where all of this is becoming much more mainstream. I remember in 2013, I was having to convince fellow business owners to create a Facebook business page. Now I'm having to convince fellow business owners to take crypto seriously. And I'm not getting into crypto today, but we're getting to a place, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this, David. We're getting to a place to where if somebody searches you and there's no online fingerprint, it's going to delegitimize you.
I agree. I mean, I think it's the same thing. Look, I went and talked about blogging all morning. If you go to Florida Risk Partners, we have not put a new blog on our website in a year. That's 100% my fault. Why is it my fault? Because I haven't executed. It's not that they're not done. We have over 100 blog posts sitting in a Dropbox folder right now waiting to go on the website. The issue is the agency principle. It's not my job to go in and actually physically post the blog posts. I had a hard time giving up control, and I'm man enough to admit that. That's the whole reason my son has a job here now full time, is he can go in and get all of that stuff back to where it needs to be. So, if somebody were to go to my website right now and look and see when the most recent blog post was posted, they may question whether or not I'm even in business because it's been a year.
But you have some on there.
I do have some on there, but my thing is, you have an online resume at this point. Paper resumes are gone. You have your website and you have your LinkedIn profile. If you're in a professional occupation, that's where people are going to go. That's why I have so much success on LinkedIn, because I'm active there. Our website does have good content. A lot of our marketing is done by landing pages and specific email intent that you'll never see as a casual observer who just happens to go to my website. So it's not like we've not been using the content and not been marketing. I just haven't done that one other thing that I needed to. Why? Because I simply didn't do it once. And it's just like going to the gym. You skip one day, next thing you know, you wake up looking like me.